Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger, my friends. Today, again, we're talking Street Fighter 6 and we're talking specifically Zangief. Because, as you well know, Zangief made his debut for Street Fighter 6 not too long ago, and there's something very specific I want to talk about. So, the Zangief trailer itself, it's great. Shows a bunch of new things he can do, shows some classic things he can do, like, say, the classic spinning pile driver, right? That's all well and good. But one thing stood out, and that is this guy right here. So this is his kick counter, the Tundra Storm. It's a move that was introduced later in the lifespan of Street Fighter V, and to call it for what it is, it's widely considered Zangief's single worst move. And I have some reason to believe it's going to be a good deal better now come Street Fighter 6. So let's talk about it. So hey, here we are in Street Fighter V. And the Tundra Storm, just in case you're wondering, the move is Dragon Punch motion and 2 punches. And he'll make this bit of a stance, and if you kick him, well, he'll grab your leg and spin you around, sometimes known in wrestling parlance as the Dragon Screw. And here we can see it in action. So Chun-Li, she's just going for a medium kick, and if I catch that medium kick, haha, gotcha! And it's time to go into the spin zone. And that's all well and good. There's just one problem. The thing is, it's really finicky about what kind of kicks it likes to catch. So let's take Chun-Li here. She's doing stand heavy kick instead. And the issue with that is the counter. It catches kicks, yes, but it can't catch this kick. The kind of kicks it catches, it all depends on the angle. And if you're not the right angle, well, you'll get hit or crush countered in this case. So if the angle is too high, or conversely the angle is too low, you're just going to get counter hit instead of actually getting your counter move off. So yeah, that's kind of why this move sucks. And now, God forbid, you get a matchup against a certain character where you could really use a reliable kick counter, right? And due to the angle, well, it's just not going to happen. You're just going to get counter hit every single time. It's just not going to work. Now here comes Street Fighter 6. This is where we're going to have a moment of bright light. So going back to the footage, I want you to see the move here that Honda's using. Honda is using his stand heavy kick. So here we are back in Street Fighter V and Honda. So Honda, stand heavy kick, same move. As you can see, animation wise, right? Same angle, same everything, right? And the thing is, we can counter it. It just doesn't work. We will get counter hit if we try to counter that move. Is just not the right angle. However, here in Street Fighter 6, catches it clear as day, so it is the right angle. So it looks like the Tundra Storm counter is going to be a lot more generous in what kind of kicks it allows for counters. Hopefully, all kinds of kicks. Be it straight ahead, which does work in Street Fighter V, high angle, low angle, whatever, or maybe even crouching kicks. As long as it's a kick, it can catch it, and that is going to be a massive buff. Even this alone, knowing it can catch at least different angles than it does in Street Fighter V, is already a very large buff. So, confirmed, it's definitely better in at least that way. Now, it may be better in a totally different way. This is spitball, and this is speculation, but it might get more than just kicks this time around. Let's take a deep look at the start of the animation. So the move connects, and then there's effectively like a few armor frames, if you will, and then it snaps correctly into the right animation for the Dragon Screw. It looks a bit different in Street Fighter V. There's still like the hit spark of recognition, although it doesn't quite read as armor the same way, and the animation just begins immediately, like there's no grace period. Versus Street Fighter 6, where there's the armored flash, and then it snaps right into the counter. It's not just one graceful motion, like it is in Street Fighter V, leads me to believe this might be able to counter more than just kicks now. It might be able to counter punches or maybe other odd moves as well, and have an appropriate punish animation for whatever move comes your way. Now, I can in no way confirm this, just so you know, this is a guess. But just given the differences between the animation, where the Street Fighter V animation can only ever go with the kick counter, given the smoothness of the animation and just how it all works out, versus the Street Fighter 6 one, which looks a bit more rigid, which I guess could be a little bit of a bad thing, but it's rigid because potentially there's more than one option, and once it registers which option to go for, then it snaps into the appropriate animation. So, at bare minimum, the Tundra Storm will be a much better move because it can capture a much wider variety of kicks and attacks in Street Fighter 6 than it could in Street Fighter 5. That's great. And maybe, just maybe, it might be able to capture more than just kicks. So wait and see on that one, I suppose. But I can tell you definitely Zangief's worst move is definitely gonna be better in Street Fighter 6. So that said, hey, let me know what you think about it. Do you agree, disagree? And what do you think about Zangief going to Street Fighter 6 anyways? The old boy, he's had some troubles in Street Fighter 5. Let's put it that way, right? So seeing him better in Street Fighter 6 would definitely be a nice change of pace. All that said though, we're at the end of the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Street Fighter.
Yeah.